Why does God demand order? Hi, I'm Reverend Andrew Bozeman, and this is On the Wings of Your Mind. So, the question is, again, this day, why does God demand order? And the simple answer, of course, is that order is creative and chaos is destructive. But on this third day of the discussion, we're going to take it a little deeper than that. Over the past couple of days, we've talked about the value of order, the value of getting your mind in order, uh, and the power of getting to know yourself. Know thyself. It's a commandment that echoes again and again over thousands of years and hundreds of teachings. Knowing ourselves, it's critical to bringing order because knowing ourselves is an anchor that prevents the chaos of confusion from taking us over. Then there's Shakespeare, a few hundred years ago, who urged us not only to know ourselves, but to be true to ourselves. He did that in the play Hamlet, in which the character Polonius makes this statement: "This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst now then be false to any man." Thou cannot be false to any man. Hamlet, to thyself be true. What makes that so powerful? Trust. Trust. Imagine how powerful a person will be who is trusted. Trusted because people can depend on what they say. Depend on what they say is truth. People can depend on what they say as the truth. Unfortunately, we now live in a world where so much of the culture is based on an epidemic of lies. Lies, being rewarded for what you can get away with, profiting on who you can fool and take advantage of. We are immersed in a cesspool of deception, confusion, mistrust, fear. Basically, disorder, chaos. So one who is not false, one who can be trusted, is uplifted and empowered by those who can trust him or her, because that person represents order. Order. Please click on the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already done so, please choose to subscribe. The thumbs up button is right below. The subscription button is in the lower right-hand corner, and the chat box is also right on the right side of the screen, and there you can you can place your comments, thoughts, questions, suggestions even of thoughts of things I might cover, subjects I might cover. Would appreciate your input. So if you're viewing this live, as I say, the chat box is on the right side of the screen. If you're in replay mode, then the chat box isn't there, and so you have to go down to the comment section below. Back to work. So let's take a look at your physical surroundings. What have they got to do with order? Well, first of all, if your surroundings are in chaos, then you are being robbed, actually robbed of energy. And you're being robbed of the benefits of the flow, of the free flow of energy. Remember, in our first broadcast on the subject of order, I showed you a pile of bricks. And next to that, brick wall. Now, the pile of bricks represents chaos and clutter. Energy cannot flow through conditions like that because there is no clear path. No matter what direction the energy tries to flow, it's blocked by an obstruction. On the other hand, the brick wall represents order because with everything lined up correctly in a row, the energy can flow smoothly from one point to another. From one point to another. Energy flow. So that's why order is important to your physical surroundings. So let's see. Being surrounded by chaos can prevent your life from moving forward in a smooth, productive way. The energy that can uplift you and lighten your mood is blocked. The energy that you can feed to your mind and help you think more clearly is blocked. The energy that can elevate your ambitions and capability is blocked. It's all locked up in the chaos that surrounds you. There's no free flow. It has nowhere to go. Now, there are entrepreneurs who build businesses, actual businesses, on bringing order out of chaos. They do things like rearrange all the furniture in the house to adhere to the principles of a thing called feng shui. F-E-N-G-S-H-U-I, feng shui. It's a traditional practice originating from ancient China. Yep. And it's based upon honoring the energy forces, the energy flow, to harmonize individuals with their surroundings, with their environment. It works to maximize the positive flow of energy throughout our environments. Flow of energy that can help uplift you. You know, the term feng shui actually literally translates to wind, water. Wind, water. There are also entrepreneurs who make a business out of arranging closets. Now, I remember when I first heard that people making a living organized other people's closets, I thought it was funny. I thought having someone else come in and organize your closet was a sign of laziness. Of course, I was really young and had so much ahead of me to learn. Foolish thing to think about that. But I don't think that anymore. I don't think also that my discounting the value of organization was unique. So many people miscalculate, so many people misconstrue, so many people diminish the value of order, of organization. They think living in chaos is all right. They don't see the value of organizing. They don't see what they're missing out on, what they're losing, because they just don't see it. Oh, and there are those who see it and want to do something about it, but it's a very hard thing to do, organizing. It's really hard. I didn't realize how hard it was. I was looking just this morning, I was looking at a closet organizing article online, an article. The article was The Ultimate Guide to Organizing Your Closet, written by Elizabeth Larkin. Now, the opening paragraph of that ultimate guide was the plethora of home organization shows. The plethora of home organization shows all have one thing in common. Get that, home organizing shows. Organizing your home, especially the closets, results in a euphoric feeling. People can get high off of finally getting organized. It's like, wow, I'm organized. We all want that, says the article, but a quick glance at our closets reminds us it's not so easy without a camera crew and an organization expert to hold our hands through the project. Luckily, all you need is a plan to tackle organizing your closet. Before you know it, your closet will rival any scene on those streaming shows, and more importantly, you will always know the location of your favorite sweater or your prized pair of jeans and your go-to-work button-down. End of quote. So, in our quest to bring love, peace, and harmony into the world, we must embrace order on multiple levels in our lives, because that is the only way that we can become powerful, transformational spiritual warriors. As spiritual warriors, we are seeking to become channels for the healing energy of love that flows from infinite intelligence. And in order to elevate our consciousness to the level where we can actually become those channels of love, we must bring our minds and our lives and our environment all in order, so that the energy flow is unobstructed, so that the energy flow is at its maximum. You know, one of the things I learned in my years of spiritual training and experience as a teacher was a saying, an old saying. At least for a while I thought it was an old saying. Uh, the saying was, you teach best what you most need to learn. You teach best what you most need to learn. It's actually a quote from the book, and that book is Illusions by Richard Bach. But you teach best what you must learn. As I've gotten deeper and deeper into this subject of order over the last few days, delivering to you edicts and guidelines on the way to elevate the order in your life, to elevate the order within yourself. I've been having this nagging feeling that something is not quite right. So I went back and re-examined my previous 2 episodes to see if I could spot the problem. There was something wrong. Then in part 1, I found it. In part 1 of this series on Why Does God Demand Order, I told you, and I was rather proud of myself when I said it, I told you that if you would see my office, you would see it would seem to be chaotic and disorganized, but actually you would be wrong. I said it seemed to be. I said but actually it's organized to fit the way my mind works. So if I need to find something in those stacks of paper, my mind knows which stack to go to find it, to find whatever it is I'm looking for. That's what I said in the first episode of this series on order. I humbly apologize. I must confess, that statement is not entirely true. There are times when I have to search more than one stack when I'm looking for something. I don't just go all the time. I mean, there are lots of times when I do, but there are not all the time can I go to that stack over there and pull out what I'm looking for because it's actually over there. So sometimes I don't find it right away. Sometimes I don't find it till the next day. So whereas I got this image of chaos versus order, the bricks versus the brick wall, the children's playing box versus the tower of blocks. I saw it as a message that I needed to deliver to you, but also it is a message that I needed to learn. It was a message and a lesson for me as well. I know my rising sign of Virgo, my inner Virgo, as you will, whose characteristics include always striving for structure and order, along with rarely losing control and using your energy wisely, is very glad that I finally got the message. My inner Virgo is happy. So I humbly admit that I too must embark on a mission of reestablishing a higher level of order in my life. So I'm going to spend this weekend throwing stuff away and filing and straightening up in general. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Message received. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence. Thank you. Thank you. So let's get to work. We're going to get to work bringing order to our lives, as I will too. And in doing that, we are going to expand upon opportunities. We're going to elevate our energy so that we can be all that we have come here to be. We are spiritual warriors. Remember the commandment, know thyself. That will give you the powerful, unshakable foundation within yourself to bring about order, to push away chaos. Then make sure you're surrounded by order. Order. So so that the energy of infinite intelligence can flow to you and through you with ease and with power. It's here for us. And our mission here is to transform the world. Remember that. And we can only do it if we are in a state of order. 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 Let's close with prayer. Thank you, infinite intelligence, for bringing us all together in this life so that we may become spiritual warriors and join the work we have come here to do. Thank you, infinite intelligence, for bringing us into this space of awareness and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationship to life and infinite intelligence. Thank you for showing us who we really are. We open our minds and hearts to the truth of our being. We are the children of God. We are individualized expressions of infinite intelligence. And because we are part of the greater whole, we are beginning to understand our value to the continuity of life on this planet. As we become channels of your power, infinite intelligence, we can feel your presence within ourselves and within our lives more and more. We know that as we feel your presence within our lives every day, we will rise because we are no longer cut off from you by being immersed in the darkness of fear, anger, and the pain of unforgiveness. So we are now restoring our connection through the grace of forgiveness, knowing that as we learn to forgive ourselves for the pain we have caused to ourselves, and as we learn to forgive those who have inflicted pain upon us, our connections will grow stronger, and our lives will grow happier and healthier and more prosperous. And for this, we are truly grateful. As above, so below. As within, so without. And so it is. Amen. So, here we end another week. Remember, please click on the thumbs up button below the video. And if you choose to subscribe, which I would love if you did, then the subscribe button is in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. If you have any comments or thoughts, suggestions, ideas, please share them with me. Use the comment section below the video, and I will definitely get them and respond to them. So I look forward to seeing you again in a few days. Yes, I do. Remember, my name is Reverend Andrew Bozeman, and we have been watching, or at least you have been watching, on the wings of your mind.